Hi guys, to all these suitors out there who want to make the fight, I'm going to give you all 7 days till the 1st of September to come up with the money. If not, thank you very much, it's been a blast. I'm retired. And also guys, forgot to say, all them offers submitted must be to my lawyer Robert Davis in writing with proof of funds. So let the games begin. Boom!
Tyson Fury comes out and said he's going to need $500 million to come out of retirement, supposedly, and take on unified champion Oleksandr Usyk. The interesting thing is how Tyson Fury says it's going to take $500 million for him to come out of retirement and fight. But he was just talking about setting up a fight, a trilogy fight with Derek Chisora, and guaranteed he wasn't going to make $500 million doing that. So there's no way possible that it takes $500 million for Tyson Fury to come out and fight for the undisputed championship. So in other words, most people will look at that as basically it's a duck for the most part, because he's been caught before saying he didn't want to fight Oleksandr Usyk just due to the money alone, you know. And unless he's saying that he would have got $500 million to fight Anthony Joshua, then you can't really understand his statements, and nobody really knows what he wants to do at the end of the day. I know one thing: his team wanted Anthony Joshua to win against Oleksandr Usyk because he's know that financially it's a bigger fight for him. It's still a bigger fight for him with or without the belts. Frankly, I would like for him to take on Oleksandr Usyk, you know, and if he wins alone, Tyson Fury, he can go back and challenge Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua still wants the belts and he still wants the money. So they can still make that fight. He go in there and vanquish Oleksandr Usyk, you know, and that's if he can do it at the end of the day, which brings up another interesting conversation about how most people are not sure that Tyson Fury can beat Oleksandr Usyk. The crazy thing about this is they've already dubbed Tyson Fury as one of the greatest that ever lived. They already dubbed Tyson Fury as being greater than Muhammad Ali, and can beat Muhammad Ali. And when you inquire why they think that somebody of Tyson Fury's stature in boxing can beat somebody like Muhammad Ali, they say simply because, you know, he's 6'9" and a new age at heavyweight, and he's just too big, and you know, there's nobody who's been that big that's been able to move like that. So that's why they think that, you know, Muhammad Ali doesn't stand a chance, you know, supposedly to some people out there. The interesting thing is if you believe that, then why are they second guessing whether he can beat Oleksandr Usyk? When they say based on his size alone, it was guaranteed that he could beat somebody like Muhammad Ali. This is how you know that people are just overzealous of trying to elevate people towards planes that they shouldn't even be on. That's how you know that right there. So you think that he'll beat Muhammad Ali based on his size alone, but when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk, you're not sure? I mean, what the... I mean, once again, you can't make this stuff up in boxing, but it just goes to show you that the claims that they make, they don't even believe. So basically what you're saying is Ali didn't stand a chance to beat Tyson Fury because of his size. But do you notice how size doesn't play a factor when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk beating Tyson Fury? Now it's you don't know, you're unsure, and some people are siding with Oleksandr Usyk saying he'll beat Tyson Fury, when Oleksandr Usyk is not just smaller than Tyson Fury, he's smaller than Muhammad Ali, you know, and he doesn't hit as hard. But yet size doesn't play a factor when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk, but size plays a factor when it comes to Muhammad Ali. Isn't that interesting? You know, it's all about clout and false props and representation and all that stuff in boxing. But nonetheless, I think that Tyson Fury can beat Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk is not some unbeatable force. Of course, they're going to make him seem that way just due to the background of where he comes from and what he looks like. That's something that has always happened with people that are talented that look like him. They're always going to overshoot it more than what it is. and never really beg for them to be challenged. But it's a different scenario when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk. But as far as Tyson Fury goes, when you ask for $1 billion, you basically don't want to fight him at all. Even if the money is there and nobody's going to come up with that, nobody's not going to pay you that. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So that's the other tragic thing about Anthony Joshua's situation, because that's really the only way that we was going to see Undisputed. Other than that, Undisputed at the heavyweight division wasn't even really talked about until Anthony Joshua was the one to put it in your head. Anthony Joshua was the one to put it on the table. Anthony Joshua was really the one that made it a thing, because without him, it is nothing. Usyk doesn't want to fight unless he gets Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury wants $500 million. So where does that leave Undisputed? Anthony Joshua just lost. So where does that leave it? It just goes to shows it, how much he, put into this division and how many wheels turn because of what he was doing at the end of the day. So it basically leaves Undisputed in the heavyweight division once again in another scenario in limbo. That's why it's crazy when we get this close to having an Undisputed. It's a shame that we don't take advantage of those situations, because here we are again, and it's like, here we are, we only one belt away, and yet we still far away. It's the craziest thing in the world. Now it's nothing to look forward to, because we don't know where it stands at the end of the day. What I'm saying? Usyk can go ahead and drop the belts, and what I'm saying? I mean, it just ain't no telling. And from what's being said out there, especially from Deontay Wilder with some interviews that he done, Tyson Fury can't fight. Who knows what's going on with his legal situation, or I don't even know what's going on with that situation, what's causing him to have all these problems about entering the United States and whatever and whatnot. Like I don't even know. But it's always some controversy with Tyson Fury at the end of the day when it comes to his career, whether it's pig skin, whatever that was, goat skin, whatever. You guys know all the accusations: goat skin, gloves, steroids, cocaine, suspension, hanging out with mobsters, all this other stuff. It's always something. So when it comes to the Undisputed heavyweight division, it's pretty much in the trash at this point. I would hope that he would go straight to the fight, but it ain't no telling, because in one instance he'll tell you it's not about the money. He fights for this, he fights for that, but money is the last thing. And then at the same time, he tell you he's retired, he got it all. And then in another time, he'll tell you he'll come out for $1 billion, all while it's not being about money, all while saying he got everything, all while saying he came, he saw, he conquered, it's over with. So, it just ain't no telling with somebody as unpredictable as Tyson Fury at the end of the day. So where's that leave the heavyweight division? Who else do you have to look for? Who else are you looking for up and coming as far as the heavyweight division? Who knows? Anyways, that's all I got for now. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Wayne, I'm out.
I want the big fights that people are interested in, and that ain't one of them.
What if he was to beat Joshua?
Still, it won't be a big fight. He's still a foreigner in a westernized world.